Hi there, I'm Tish.
I'm Lily.
And together we are
Haunted Housewives.
And we are coming to you today to give you 2 reasons why you should visit Scary Tree Acres.
Woo, we did that in sync.
We did. Wow.
Yay.
So Scary Tree Acres is in 2 Mile Run, ? 2 Mile Run Park.
Yes.
In Franklin, Pennsylvania, up in Venango County. Beautiful, remote. By the way, Franklin is delightful. It's just,
I thought you were going to say how we got lost.
we did get lost.
we almost drove off the dock. It was nighttime, it was dark, and we kind of took a wrong turn a little bit.
We did.
And we were like, wow. And I was thinking, let's go that way, because that looks like the road.
No.
And she was like, wow, look at those blue heron. They were in the water.
It was.
We would have driven into the water.
It was a dock.
Yeah.
It was a dock.
Yeah.
So 2 Mile Run Park is middle of nowhere. It's beautiful. Gorgeous, remote, giant trees. Franklin is super fun. There's a really lively little civic theater there. There's lots of places to eat and drink and lots of fun little shops. So Franklin is just a fun place to be.
Oh, yeah. That's where we went, huh? Sorry.
Yes.
My memory
Yes, it
isn't great. We went to the place. It wasn't All Trails. It was something.
It was Ales to Trails or something like Trails to Ales.
Yes. Very
really
nice. The
really
food was good. The drinks were
fun
good.
Local brewery.
Yeah.
But there are plenty of options in Franklin
Yes.
if you want to just make a night or a weekend of it. But of course, our reason for being there was Scary Tree Acres.
Yeah.
Which is a brand new haunt in 2024. First time out of the gate. First time, though I will say, everybody involved has a background in
That's true.
haunted attractions,
Yeah.
escape rooms, and boy, does that show.
Yes.
But we have reasons why wherever Scary Tree Acres is, and we're hoping it's back in 2 Mile Run Park next year, you should visit them. Lily, you want to kick us off?
So my number one reason is how innovative they are. And I guess, a lot of the people involved have been involved with other haunts. So they already kind of know their way around the haunt industry and how to make a haunted house that people like. But this is brand new and you really, really wouldn't know it. There is so much there. There's trails, there's the house, there's, stories and characters, and everything is so well put together that you would not realize. And they just have so many more ideas and so much more that they're going to do that it's...
Yeah, I mean, this is something that we've talked about before. You can tell when you walk out of a haunted attraction, and if you have the opportunity to talk to the people involved, and they start telling you what their ideas are for the future, it's going to be good.
No doubt.
You know that they have dreams and visions, and they want to bring those to life. And it's just, especially, I think, for a first-year haunt, I think it would have been impressive no matter what.
Yeah, I agree.
But
if we just would have showed up, we'd have been like, wow.
This is good.
Yeah.
This is really cool. Yeah. But the fact that Scary Tree Acres was in its first year.
And they put it together in, a couple months.
I think
they got kind of a last minute.
Yeah, and I think they actually loaded into the location maybe a couple weeks before they had to open. So they got a lot done in a short period of time.
So I can imagine what it's going to look like next year.
Yeah. And I will say that kind of piggybacks on why I think you should visit Scary Tree Acres, and that's the ambition of this place. They created 3 separate environments in their first year. They used...
Unheard of.
Yeah, they used one of the buildings at the park to create a kind of maze. They call it was the basement, and they designed a path that was narrow and twisting with lots of switchbacks. It was very difficult to tell where entrances and exits were, and there were distinct creatures along this path. There
unique
was
spaces.
Yeah, there was a really great jump scare.
Oh yeah.
You walked into like a funeral parlor with a casket up on a platform. Great scare in that room, and characters that kept coming back. And they do clowns, but they don't look like everybody else's clowns. They do sort of Harlequin jester-looking clowns. And they show up in the basement. They show up in the trail. So the basement is the first of the 3 attractions that they put together. And Mackey Manor, which is their sort of classic haunted house. Again, beautifully designed. Lots of hidden entrances and exits, really developed environments. What sticks with me is the kitchen.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That was the worst.
The kitchen, and there was a nursery with a little girl who went from being sort of pitiful and cute to really sinister.
Yeah.
Very quickly.
Yep.
And there was a study where you ran into Mama.
She's just working.
I'm working away. She's writing her journals or something. But beautifully designed haunted house and photo ops along the way. There was a cemetery, and then there is the Scary Tree Trail. And I'm so excited to see what they do with that.
Yes.
Because they know their haunt stuff. You can see it in the design. They borrow some stuff from Haunted Overload. If you've seen Haunted Overload, you know the kinds of sets where you have things that are rustic wood, but also creepy, like giant wooden skulls.
You walk through.
That you walk through. They're beautifully done. And in their first year, they pull together 3 attractions. So this is a place that has big ambitions. And you know that it's going to be something new and exciting and different next year.
Which is my other reason is that they are an up-and-coming haunt. And the fact that they have so much experience and they did so well their first year, you know that it's just going to get better and better each year. And it was just so good. I can't even explain how impressed we were that this was a first year haunt.
Right.
And that they threw this together. You would not know.
You would not know that there were time constraints. You would not know that there were any issues with like trying to load into the space or making sure that everything was staffed or just getting a place up and running.
Yeah. It just looks so amazing, and they're so creative, and they're just so good at what they do. You don't realize that the hunt itself is so new. So, and with their experience they already have and the experience that they're getting putting this together, it's, if you want to go see a haunt before it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and you can say, I was there when.
Right? You want to be one of those people who's like, oh, I know this place.
I was there,
I was there before everybody else was talking about it.
Yep.
Scary Tree Acres is one of those places.
Yep.
And I will say, because you have people who are involved in haunted attractions and escape rooms, the quality of the sets and the props and the makeup,
Yes.
the costumes, like the quality of all of the material things that go into making a haunted attraction
Right.
were very, very good. Like we talked about the entrance to the trail that looks like Haunted Overload, and the parts of the trail that feel like you're at Haunted Overload, where you have these developed environments and you have, things coming in over your head.
So cool.
You have beautiful lighting. Mackey Manor looks great from the entrance all the way through. There's a house. There's this sort of nuclear waste facility. Don't ask questions. Just go with it. And the basement with the coffin room and the mazes and the makeup on these creatures.
Oh my gosh.
Is fantastic. There was an old woman in the basement who was just terrifying. There was a clown in the basement who followed us all the way out, who was this sort of gorgeous, creepy harlequin-looking thing. There was another gorgeous, creepy harlequin-looking thing who accosted us when we went into the woods at Scary Tree Trail, and yelled at us for being in his woods. And this is partly makeup and costuming and partly performance. One of the daughters of the Mackey family who shows up is this beautiful Victorian wraith in like this black gothic gown, who then like flips over and starts walking backwards at you.
The
and
somersaults. Yes. Right.
Things that move in ways they're not supposed to move.
Yes.
No. And Mama Mackey had one of the best monster reveals I think we saw all year. Like the makeup on Mama was horrifying and fantastic.
Creepy.
It was just, I mean, I don't want to spoil it. If she's back next year, I don't want to give it away. But the way she looks is horrifying and impressive, and the way the actress played it just sold it so well. It was the performance started off very small and then got so much bigger.
Right.
But this is a place where the attention to detail in makeup and costume and performance and set and props is almost shocking in a first year.
Right.
So I'm super excited.
Me too. I can't wait to see.
I'm super excited to see what they do. And the fact that they use a building that's already there. They use one of the park buildings for the basement. They have this structure that I think they built, or at least partly built for their haunted house. And then they have this great trail that they just put together with their actors and props and their stuff. And animatronics, like out in the woods.
Yeah. Right.
And lights guiding you through this trail. This is an inventive, fun, passionate, creepy, detailed haunt. Like you can tell the thought that has gone into this thing.
Absolutely.
You can tell.
Yeah. The attention to detail. Yeah.
Like they love what they do and they know what they're doing.
Yep.
There are references there. If you like horror movies, you can see the references in the house, in the basement, in the trail. They are drawing on their love of all things spooky to create a really special experience.
Yep. Go see them.
Go see them. And also, it's a really great little community event. They
Yes.
had a food stand that was selling
Right.
like a full bakery's worth of baked goods and soup and subs. Ridiculous. They have people from the community involved in this thing. So put it on your calendar for 2025. Drive up to 2 Mile Run Park and check out Scary Tree Acres.
Yes.
Well, sure, you will find more than a couple reasons for going.
Yep.
So we will be back with more reasons to visit more haunted attractions.
Bye.
Bye.